Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Disco Elysium. It's been requested that I turn up the volume of conversations again, but I mean we're nearly maxed out, so I mean that's really as far as it goes. You know what, I'll just make it the maximum it can be. We'll just see how it looks when the actual recording kicks in for that, but we'll play it by ear. So we talked to the lady on the boat. There is a door here. We're also carting around a pry bar. A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the building. It's locked. Let's knock. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. Again, the door rattles, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police. Open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
The hallway echoes with her cackle, but I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building.
She replies.
Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished. Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east. Kim, tell her we're real policemen.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully. There's no reply, just faint sweeping sounds inside. Alright, lady. Apparently you're not going to let us in. Can we go this way? Yes. Now we're around behind, I see. Okay. We're going to take that and the pills. The body is still there, of course, doing body things. A garden hose. This won't be of much use until the snow melts. That's true. So there's a couple of doors to open here and a stairwell. I gained an orange bum hat. What is an orange bum hat and what does it do? +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. What's it look like though? Okay, that's pretty excellent. We're gonna do that. The barrels are half full of rainwater. I think we've seen that before. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. I use Manana's key to unlock the door. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. There's nothing else to do other than leave and tell Everett no conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premise. I mean, we could totally just go in, apparently. We should have saved first. I'll save right now? Yeah, why not? Whatever. I mean, we're already in, so. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure, a dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols, a broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. I tap on the mugs. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies are drawn. What do I mean uncomfortable? It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath he's just making fun of these people. I don't think I like the owner of this apartment. No one's telling you to like him. You might learn something from him, though. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs and puts it back down with a look of disdain. I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment. I move on from the mugs. The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Who doesn't? Oh, a nice new dress shirt. I'm taking that. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. Oh, hang on. This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. What's with the sun? It isn't just one sun. There are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is a sevenfold sun miracle. What's that? It's an optical atmosphere anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This completes the halo phenomena. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain. He looks around the apartment. This tenant is an old-fashioned guy. Don't bow to the flag. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with sun sewn into it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing. True that. Taking the pills, magnesium, a small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Well, I guess that's pretty well it. Time to leave. We did rob some things, and we got a brand new dress shirt. That is pretty okay. Is it better than what we're wearing, though? Ours gives us +1 conceptualization, but -1 suggestion because it seems to be probably in bad shape. This one gives +1 logic, and looks a little bit nicer. Although we are not looking all that great, to be honest. I do like our... I like our hat a lot. We should go to find like a clothing store. We do have some money. What's this door do? There must be another way into the building. Hey, you! Smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on the balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs open or unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says, subtle voice.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Alright, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a great view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I'd even go so far as to say the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away? We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday? Oh, he waves lazily with his cigarette. You already asked me that, didn't you? Did you? I look at Kim. Not you two, he gestures idly. Some more muscular type. The lieutenant takes out his little black notebook and writes something down. And when did you speak with this more muscular gentleman? Last week? I don't know, look. He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead house plants litter the scene. He's an actor, declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word? You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday? He sighs. I had a friend over. Kind of friend. It was my Sunday friend. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with a cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring window stands silent. What's your name? My name? My name is Martin Martinez. Martin Martinez, good local name. Let's go with that. Alright, we'll talk later. No, we won't. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before snubbing it out on the balcony. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Let's convince him to stay. We succeeded. This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows what might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains. Hey, listen. I lower my voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding. When he speaks again, his voice is soft and deliberate. I'm sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail. But hold, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign. Good luck with the investigation. He walks away. He has shown us something. He's gone. The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyways. He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign, did you see? He wanted to draw our attention to the stone right over there. The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass. If we find a way into the building, we can ask around for his apartment. Great, let's do that. A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt. It's a key to the apartment building. This must be the front for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and that man could be in any of them. How are we going to find the right one? We'll just have to go in and see. I put the stone back. We're going inside. Let's go see what we can find. Hopefully, something useful. Eviction notices and missing pets, all plastered on top of each other. I'm going to take the flip-up glasses. Logic, but less authority. The box is filled with cleaning chemicals and smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. This is a bathroom. It's in bad shape. Took some magnesium and something. Commodore Red. Moss crawls on these bathroom tiles. Actual moss. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. I couldn't live in this place. I would actually go insane. Ooh, shoes. New shoes. Sold. Oh. Can't take the shoes. We just got some tiny coins from it. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Satanists. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk number on the board says number 11. Examine the padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. Our tool is not in our hand. We do have some chain cutters, though. Let's just do that. And what's our chance? 83%. Probably going to be okay. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. After you, detective. Gonna save. And we're going in. Oh, it's a lovely little studio apartment. Just kind of tiny. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. There is a 9mm bullet and Sarah Mizran lounge jacket. Alright. There's also a head. A bust of Krasmazov. A plastic cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with an impressive sideburn, with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Krasmazov. Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and theoretical historian. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism. Why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom? The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. He looks around before mumbling to himself. How fitting. I leave. Well, there's nothing else there, so let's just continue on our way. We found a communard. I wonder if that's... It's an odd way of putting that name, but whatever. Let's see what's going on here. Why are we approaching this thing? We keep, like, not going to it. That was a lot of money. 6.4 real. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. This time, the steps come closer. Who's this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obliged to open the door if you don't have a warrant. Let's go, the lieutenant says. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment. The door number 9 is locked. Oh, it's the lady that didn't let us in before. Wait, what's this? We got a postcard for Boogie Street, 46. We don't know it's 1946. Apartment 6, their mailbox is overflowing. You, lady.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine, fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Now, what you want from me, policeman?
I want you to not give me cholera. She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence. I'm looking for Martin Martinez. The cleaning lady smiles a gap-tooth smile when she hears you mention the name. Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here, don't you worry. No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martin Martinez. He told me he's Martin Martinez. P-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Revachol. Oops, you really didn't get the joke there. I thought it was obvious. He stops before he offends you. Anyways, officer, we don't have the witness's name. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives? Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy is always smoking like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway. Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone talking or taking a shower. What's he in trouble for? No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? talk. The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. She points to the east. He's usually home in the evening. Thank you. He turns to you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony, see if he's home. I have a few questions about these apartments. Ask away, policeman. Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing. People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone. Who lives in 10? No one lives there. It's been empty for a month. So, but I talked to someone through the door. Impossible, the cleaning lady says, shaking her head. I would know if someone had moved in there. She pauses, eyeing the hallway. Maybe it's those counterculture people again, breaking into our house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Sure, I'll go see what I can find. Great, young people, they're worse than rats, you know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. Who lives behind the padlock door? Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell him to study. Astrology? Nothing to do with those stars and around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. You mean the star and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism. The symbol of what now? Communism, you know, like in the World Revolution? Never heard of it, the cleaning lady replies before another coughing fit takes a hold of her. Well, that's it, thanks. She mumbles some kind of response, then hacks something into her handkerchief. Who are you? I'm no one, just an old woman who cleans these hallways. Do you live here? If you call it living, she spits on the floor before wiping it off with the broom. I have a little room upstairs, right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain. No, I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and it's all I need from this world. She juts out her chin, eyes shining. Thanks, I'm off. Well, now we know more things. We should go kick that person out. We're gonna go evict someone. Apparently that door is unopenable, but it looks like we can get in from another way, so we'll leave it for now. The graffito says, a firing squad for the rich. I see. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Excuse me, of course not. I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. Oh, come on. There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked. That was smart, the lieutenant says, nodding towards the unlocked door. Let's save and see what's going on in here. A real estate agent. Satisfied, my name is Marielle Charpentier. I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I'm not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see? She jingles a set of keys in her hand. Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least. Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? I'll want to see my residence permit too? She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. I don't need your ID, I need to ask you some questions. Very well, but please make it quick. She slips the passport back to her purse and checks her watch. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour. What are you doing here? She sighs and looks around. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant left the place completely trashed. Reprehensible. Who lived here? It was some kind of moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You think they'd make rent? She stops, hesitating. A sudden serious look crosses her face. The story didn't have a happy ending. But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm kind of in a hurry. I glimpsed a foreclosed apartment down the hallway. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months' rent. 3. We closed the apartment but planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen, but Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighbor's door, and there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall, can you believe it? And the tenant's run off with all of his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone, just like that. She snaps her fingers. That sum must have been puny. So what happened with the... Actually, my money also disappeared, I think. Well, it does not disappear from my hands, so no, I don't let it. I couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life spark, and they are affordable. I tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards. Wait, so what happened with the wall? Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to fix or find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. She's shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over her chest. That's all, thanks. Of course, she replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Looks like a fine mattress. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Don't be ridiculous. You can hear it swarming with bugs. Just stealing the shoes. Although I did get some new shoes. So, let's take a look. I've never been more excited to find shoes in a game. One composure, one less savoir-faire. It says +1 indirect modes of taxation. They look nice though. Alright. I'm looking more respectable by the day. By the hour, really. We've only been playing... Technically, this game has only been going on for like... I don't know. A day or so. The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet? You're right, beautiful things do make people happy. Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing those shoes has made you more liberal, ultra-liberal, ultra-liberal, I think it was actually. Let's go inside this hole in the wall. There's a thing here that I'm just have to click on. Someone has torn down the wall. Yes, that is very true. Someone also left a nosefed and 0.20 real, an old grocery list on the table, and checks. Like, in all honesty, what could he possibly have taken that was valuable in this place? Waves crashing again, or in the darkness. Oh, that was the leaving of the area. But I think it was the balcony, wasn't it? Yes. Yes, it was. But there's more things to grab up here. Like a bottle that we're going to sell for monies. Wait, hang on. Go back. There was a thing. Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of the building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. Form a guess of what happened. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line. Let's look at the ruins in the water. Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Who did this damage? A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, and Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful the ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored to the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast, cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells in a minute on 20 coaligned arches. They will reach the city in 58 seconds. Hey Kim, do you know a shelter city? The Coalition, says the lieutenant, but that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here. I take in the ocean. The waves of Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains. Time to go. Interesting. Did he just tell us to better keep walking? I'm gonna talk to you.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth? Blood type? The last time I was tested for Hep C?
Maybe that last one, but don't use that tone with me. I am the law. Actually, let me try that one again. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law.
Sod off, pigman. Art is above the law.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside. That smell coming from paint bucket, it's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Red dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea. What are you doing to the wall? Can't you tell I'm painting a beautiful mural, an arrow graffito visible from low orbit? She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. I haven't really started yet, I'm waiting for the right words. So you don't know what you want to write? Have you ever tried your hand at graffito? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs around here though, just Union cads, and my name's not Mona, so... Why are you so committed to defacing the building? This place is severely lacking in havoc, not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. Thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation. I have an opinion on this, want to hear it? Yeah. Hello, public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have official RCM stamp of approval. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? She turns her face to look towards the coast and nods disdainfully towards Joyce performing maintenance on her boat. Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring. She hisses, "That Ozon whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her." You mean Joyce? On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Why all the negativity? Have you had a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor? Do you know anything about the recent murder? She wrinkles her nose. I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Actually, there's a shortage of people who wish to talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Is that government fuel oil? What do you think I was using? Aquarles? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself back in Jamrock. Better hand it over. Or what, you'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands? I mean, is that an option? Catch you later, Cindy. Watch your back, undulate. I've got eyes on you. You're very rude. I don't like you. I'm guessing that's the door we're supposed to go into, but I'm gonna go up to this door. The lock is rusty. You can't get in. Well, fine then. I think this is gonna be where we end the video. Hang on, there's one more thing. The chair's new. Somebody lives back here. Alright, yeah, we're gonna call it here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Do we have any new things? Hang on, let me just quickly look at this. We can level up, actually. Or no, we can't. We don't have enough skill points. We're close. Ish. We need 30 more experience. But let me take a look at our thought things. Ah, here we go. So, we're almost done some kind of superstar. About 30 more to go on that one. And on this, or sorry, not 31, 6 more minutes, which is pretty quick. And then 4 hours and 51 minutes for the 15th Indo tribe. I want to unlock these. I kind of like these. These are really neat. And I'm kind of curious to see what, like there's a lot of them. Look at the sheer amount of them. And I kind of want as many as we can possibly get. But we'll work on that for sure. And that's going to be it. Take care, guys. See you next time.